Hello and welcome to another day in Minecraft. So I had recorded a video where I explored all the strongholds underneath my base and died a bunch of times, even to silverfish. I got swarmed, and I decided that I needed to make an iron farm, and so I made a time lapse of me making the entire iron farm. However, at the end of it, all of my footage was messed up and didn't record. It recorded only the first 1 second of the video and then just the rest of the audio. So I figured out what the problem was, but unfortunately all of that footage is gone. So all I ended up with was a clip at the end where the iron farm was completed, and then me doing a little bit of an extra outro. So I'm going to just show you those clips right now. Alright, so the iron farm is done. It was a bit of a struggle to make it happen because I had no iron whatsoever, so I couldn't build rails to get my villagers in for the first side of it. So as you saw in the time lapse, I just used a piston to push the boats up one block at a time until they got up high enough that I could deliver my villagers to the little section that they're in there. And it has started working now. These guys need to sleep, but they were spawning golems before. So once nighttime happens, that side should start producing again. And down here we have iron. Precious, precious iron. Alright, so now that's one thing I don't have to worry about again. Glad to finally get that up and running. Definitely is going to make it a lot easier mining in that stronghold because it's deadlier than I thought. Now my next quest is to try and get some lapis because I still am not able to enchant anything. The little bit of lapis I did find was lost forever during one of my stronghold deaths. So that's going to be it for this video, and I hope you will like it if you liked it, and subscribe if you really liked it, and I will see you in the next one. Before I go, I just got to do one thing. All these stone tools that I've had, buy. Oh yeah, feels so good. Never again. Alright, that's it for real this time. Here you go, bread. See you next time. So yeah, there you go, that's it. That's all that I managed to save out of over 8 hours of recording. Most of it was just badly exploring through the stronghold and just getting destroyed. You also met my cat, Bread, which I thought if I'm going to name a white cat something, rather than something cliche like Snowball, I'm going to go after White Bread. And then there was the construction process of the iron farm, which itself was pretty long because I didn't get all the materials first. I did little bits and then went and got some stuff, and little bits and went and got some stuff. And yeah, it was quite a struggle. As you can see from the clip of the iron farm there, you don't actually need your villagers to have a profession anymore. So you can just have a little simple setup with beds and they'll still spawn golems. I would have maybe liked to have designed it a little bit better. I was kind of going off the fly there and just throwing bits of what I knew together. They seem to have pretty low spawn rates of golems. I should have given them a bigger spawning platform. But the way that I've designed it, I think that I can make more platforms to spawn in that just wash down into the main killing chamber. So if I do plan to expand it in the future, that should be no problem. But all of that exploration and all of the building process of the iron farm ended up being gone. I did promise in this video that you would get to see me explore the stronghold. So that is what we're going to definitely do first in this video. Hopefully, now that we are decked out in iron armor and I can make iron tools again and not have to worry about running out and have it not be such a big deal if I get swarmed by a bunch of silverfish and die, I think we're ready to go and explore. There is, of course, one important thing to do before I go. Good boy, Bread. Good boy. You guard the house. You're in charge. Alright. Down we go. So this is my mine area, but I wanted to go into the stronghold. So over here I have a little entrance into the stronghold area. As you can see, it's quite the labyrinth. So this is what I've been looking for, these areas where the stronghold just ends and goes to regular stone, because I'm hoping that I can find some sort of lapis or something, like some diamonds. I've played this game for hours and hours and hours, and I think I found 6 diamonds in total. I don't know if I'm at the right level right now, but at least digging through here I might be able to find some lapis. That's what I'm hoping. Just like that, we're back to Stronghold. As you can see, this little tunnel isn't that long at all. And it goes right back into the Stronghold. Looks like there's an actual cave here. But no, it's just more Stronghold. The never-ending Stronghold. Yeah, so I don't know if I've fully explained it or not, but essentially the reason why things like diamond and lapis are so rare in this world is because with the Stronghold generating at every possible location that it can, the diamonds that spawn naturally end up being overwritten by the Stronghold. So the Stronghold spawns into the spot where the diamonds are and overwrites it, making those diamonds just not exist. This is another thing that I've run into a few times in this Stronghold, is half doors. If I mine it, it just breaks into nothing. Oh, no, that one broke into a door. Maybe that one was the bottom half, and the other one I found was the top half, and when I broke it, it just broke into nothing. Very weird how these Strongholds generate. There's another half door. There's just absolutely no rhyme or reason to how this thing is put together. Exploring all this time, and I still haven't found a portal room, but before I found maybe 4 or 5 different portal rooms exploring. No problem at all. Like the first one was within 10-15 minutes. And the weird thing about it is there's lots of broken portals in this generation, so it's hard to find one that actually functions right. Most of anything that's good that I've found in this world has actually come from chests. At the beginning, I looted a few desert temples. That's where I found things like diamonds and saddles and some basic iron armor, iron tools, and most of the stuff that I've found in the Stronghold has been what I've been using as equipment, due to the fact that just ores and basic materials are rarer. Yeah, see, in this game it is a lot easier to find loot, and so far I haven't had a problem with getting swarmed. So there are aspects that are easier, but there's some that are definitely harder. Such as the fact that diamonds are so rare, with the Stronghold generation just taking them all over. It means they are very, very hard to find. So in the meantime, I will just keep exploring this endless maze of labyrinth. The good thing is that because there's so many libraries, I have been getting lots and lots of enchantment books. So even though I haven't found very much lapis yet, I'll still be able to do a little bit of enchanting, which is good, because I am going to need it. But still, I would rather have some lapis so I can pick and choose. As you can tell from the generation here, it's not just one stronghold, but it's multiple strongholds that have generated by all overlapping with each other. The way that I did this with the stronghold, I did kind of want to keep it a secret, but I think I can reveal at least this part of how I did that. So if you want me to make a video explaining how to make this mega stronghold, just let me know in the comments below. Oh, thank God, finally found some. Oh yeah. Wish I had silk touch. Definitely the first enchantment I'm getting is going to be Silk Touch, so that I can just take those diamond ore back, but I really need to find some lapis so that I can enchant things on my own. The thing that's frustrating me so much about the enchantments right now also is the fact that I found all the books from the bookcases in the Stronghold itself, and I have the bookcases needed to make a level 30 enchantment table, and I have the enchantment table that I managed to scrounge together a few diamonds to get a diamond pickaxe, but I just can't enchant anything. I've never been in a position before where I just don't even have a single piece of lapis that I can use to enchant stuff with. It's a very weird feeling. Look at that. I found my way back to one of my old mining channels just by randomly mining around. I think I might try and stick to these mining channels for a little bit, see if I have better luck finding lapis. I have been finding lots of redstone, which is good because I do want to build a lot of redstone contraptions in this world, but that one dark blue ore that used to be the bane of everyone's existence is the one thing that I really want to find right now, and it just keeps eluding me despite the cool features I find in this Stronghold maze. Looks like I need to clear out my inventory. I honestly cannot wait until I get some soul sand from the nether to build a proper elevator. Okay, so I've got all that sorted out. I'm going to save you guys the boring mining and searching for the lapis that I can never find. Instead, what I'm going to do is, I think I want to build myself a pig farm, because I have those pigs out there, and they've just kind of been sitting in a hole this whole time without any hope of escape. So my idea was that I already have this floating island over here of sheep, and I have all these other islands up here. What I was going to do is just randomly, whenever I decide I need something, I'm going to make each farm take up its own island on the way over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of the resources that I've gathered, and I'm going to bridge up to this floating island up here, and then that is going to be the location of the pig farm. So I'm just going to do that in the form of another time lapse. I've noticed personally that I've kind of been having a bit of a problem with my building in that I'm not getting enough materials for myself as I go. I just kind of say, oh, it's time to build this, I'll use what I've got. And I'm not planning it out well enough either. And in the end, I didn't even have enough materials to build this whole thing. I talk about that in a bit once I get this finished. And yeah, so I think I need to make sure that before I start any building projects that I've got all the materials that I need for it. Because, you know, I am making videos for you guys. I want them to be good. But you will get to see halfway of what I've got done. And then in my next video, I'll also include the rest of it so that you get to see the finished product. So I'm going to try and make that commitment now too. But in the end, this staircase does turn out pretty well. I like the look of it. The one thing is, you can't really sprint up it. It seems to slow you down every time you hit a half slab. I feel like when you do that on stairs, it doesn't do the same thing. So maybe I picked the wrong building style, but I'm just going to roll with it. Also, the block selection here is I had a few different options to choose from. And just to give it more of a random kind of effect, I actually had some dice on hand, and I was rolling dice to see which of the blocks I would choose for which. But it did kind of work out almost perfectly in the slope of the archway up. So, well, not archway, but rather staircase. It came right underneath the main part of the island, so I had to carve a little bit out of it, but I couldn't have planned it that much better myself because it came right on it, and then I just wrapped around the one side and it led right to the top. So I'm pretty happy that that worked out that way, and I didn't have to do math or have like an arc up and then just one random flat section in order to come over to it. It's a nice perfect slope that goes right up to the island. And then from there, I guess I'll make this more of like not just pig farm, but main hub. Maybe I'll have to expand a little bit out on the other side of the island. And as you can see from the footage here, there's lots of little bits of islands all over the place. And like I said before, as I need new things and new farms and I have to build more stuff, I'll just connect over to an island, maybe change the shape of it as I need to make it a little bigger and make it fit the needs of what I want. And then I'll be able to connect them all with like a web of different pathways. I think it's going to look really cool when it's all finished. And even just adding this one archway, I think it does make it look pretty cool so far. Alright, so there it is. The first bridge up to one of the islands. It's going to look cool when there's bridges all connecting all of these various little chunks and stuff and going all down inside that mountain as well. You'll notice I did run out of cobblestone for walls halfway up, but I am going to be fixing that and adding more. And the top I'm going to have more covered with dirt and fenced in, similar to the ILO sheep, but just a little bit of a different style going on up there. Alright, so that's going to be it for now. In the meantime, I'm going to go mining, search for some lapis, get some more stone to finish this off, and fill in the top of this with dirt. In my next video, I'm actually going to be going to the nether. I've kind of been terrified of it this entire time because from the tests I did in my worlds where I tested the settings, the nether is going to be a very messed up place. But it's been a few days now. I've been mining for a bit. It's about time to man up and go to the nether. So you're going to get to see the most broken nether ever. Alright, so thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Well, Brad, how was your day today? Did you have a good day? I got lots done. There you go, Brad. You're such a good kitty. Guess what? Guess what, Brad? I'm gonna find a friend for you. I already know where he is. You're gonna have a friend. Are you excited? I bet you're excited. Good boy, Brad. Good boy.